Ambassador Zethkar clicked his mandibles in satisfaction as his dreadnought entered the Sol system. The human homeworld hung before them like a blue marble, defenseless and isolated. After 3 years of systematic conquest, the hegemony had finally cornered humanity in their birthplace. "Signal the primitives," Zethkar commanded his communications officer. "Tell them their surrender is expected within 1 solar rotation, or we will begin orbital bombardment." The response came faster than expected. A single human voice, calm and measured, filled the bridge of the flagship. "This is Admiral Chen of the Terran Defense Force. We've been waiting for you, Ambassador Zethkar. Please proceed to coordinates 34.7 by 118.2. A delegation will meet you there." Zethkar's secondary eyes narrowed. The humans knew his name. More concerning, they showed no fear. Still, it mattered little. Earth had no fleet, no orbital defenses visible on their sensors. Whatever trick they planned would be futile. The hegemony fleet descended toward Earth's surface, their massive vessels casting shadows across continents. At the designated coordinates, a seemingly empty stretch of desert, they found a simple prefabricated structure and 3 humans waiting calmly beside it. Admiral Chen stepped forward as Zethkar's shuttle landed. She was smaller than the towering hegemony ambassador, her hair streaked with gray, but her posture radiated an unsettling confidence. "Ambassador," she said, offering a slight nod. "Shall we discuss terms?" "Terms?" Zethkar's translator rendered his laugh as a harsh clicking. "You are surrounded, outnumbered and outgunned. Your colonies burn. Your trade routes are severed. You will surrender unconditionally, or your species will join the extinct civilizations in our museums." Chen smiled, an expression that never failed to unnerve alien species. "I think you misunderstand the situation. Please, let's sit." Inside the modest structure, Chen activated a holographic display. It showed the hegemony fleet in orbit, but also something else: energy signatures scattered throughout the solar system that the aliens had dismissed as natural phenomena. "You've been very thorough in your conquest," Chen began. 14 human colonies, 7 mining stations, 2 industrial platforms. Quite impressive, really. But you made one critical error in your intelligence gathering. "And what might that be?" Zethkar asked, though something cold was creeping up his spine. "You assumed Earth was our only major military installation." Chen's fingers danced across the display. "In reality, we've spent the last 50 years hollowing out asteroids, building facilities inside dead planets, and constructing the largest distributed defense network in known space. What you see as an empty system is actually the most heavily fortified location in this arm of the galaxy." The display changed, revealing the true scope of humanity's preparations. Asteroid bases bristled with weapons. Cloaked ships hung in the void. The entire outer system was a maze of hidden installations, all powered by the same fusion technology that the hegemony had dismissed as primitive. "Impossible," Zethkar whispered. "Our scouts reported—" "Your scouts reported exactly what we wanted them to report," Chen interrupted. "Every scan, every probe, every reconnaissance mission over the past decade has been carefully managed. You've been fighting shadows while we prepared for this moment." She leaned forward, her smile never wavering. "Right now, Ambassador, your fleet is surrounded by approximately 1,200 concealed weapon platforms, each capable of reducing a dreadnought to component atoms. Your ship's shields are being painted by targeting systems you can't detect, using physics your scientists haven't discovered yet." Zethkar's communication implant chirped frantically. Reports flooded in from his fleet commanders: impossible energy readings, targeting locks from empty space, systems being scrambled by unknown interference. "But here's what's really interesting," Chen continued. "We could have ended this war at any time. Every battle you've won, every colony you've taken, we allowed it to happen. You see, we needed you to commit your entire fleet, your best commanders, your most advanced technology. We needed you to come here, to Earth, where we could capture it all intact." The Admiral gestured to her companions, who had remained silent throughout the exchange. "Dr. Yamamoto here has been studying your technology for months. Every weapon system, every engine design, every piece of equipment you've deployed against our colonies has been carefully analyzed and improved upon. Lieutenant Torres has been coordinating with resistance cells on every world you've occupied. They've been waiting for this moment. What do you want? Zethkar's voice had lost all trace of superiority. Chen stood and walked to the structure's single window, gazing up at the hegemony fleet hanging helplessly in the sky. We want peace, Ambassador. Real peace. Not the subjugation you call peace. Actual cooperation between species. She turned back to face the alien diplomat. Here are our terms. First, immediate withdrawal from all human territories. Second, reparations for the colonies you've damaged. Third, the establishment of a neutral zone between our territories with joint monitoring stations. Fourth, a technology exchange program focused on improving life for both our peoples. And if we refuse, then in approximately 6 minutes, when our deadline expires, your fleet will be systematically disabled and captured. Your crews will be treated well, according to the Geneva Convention, which will need to expand to cover non-human prisoners. Your technology will be reverse-engineered and used to liberate every species your empire has conquered. Chen's smile returned. We humans have a saying, Ambassador. Speak softly and carry a big stick. You spent so much time listening to our words that you forgot to look for our stick. Zethkar stared at the human female, his mind reeling. His species had conquered dozens of civilizations, each following the same pattern: initial resistance, gradual defeat, final capitulation. None had ever turned the tables so completely. How? He managed. You made the classic mistake of assuming that a species' apparent technological level reflects their actual capabilities, Chen replied. We've been spacefaring for less than 2 centuries, but we've been warriors for millennia. More importantly, we've been storytellers. We know every variation of the plot you're following because we've written it ourselves, over and over again. She gestured to the display showing the hidden fleet. Every human child grows up reading about the scrappy underdog who defeats the Galactic Empire through cleverness and preparation. Did you really think we wouldn't see this coming? The communication implant chirped again. This time it was the voice of Fleet Commander Veltar. Ambassador, we're detecting massive power buildups throughout the system, whatever they're planning. Stand down, Zethkar said quietly. All ships, stand down. He looked back at Admiral Chen. Your terms are acceptable. Excellent. Chen extended her hand. Welcome to the neighborhood, Ambassador. I think you'll find that humans make much better allies than enemies. As Zethkar grasped the human's small hand, he realized that the hegemony had learned a valuable lesson today. In their arrogance, they had awakened something they didn't understand, a species that had been preparing for this moment since they first looked up at the stars and wondered what else might be out there. The humans hadn't just defended themselves. They had turned the entire war into an elaborate trap, and the hegemony had walked into it willingly. For the first time in his long career, Zethkar found himself genuinely curious about what these remarkable creatures might accomplish as partners rather than prey.